Don't be no fool, stay in school. Nina and Zoe Spencer really got away with it. Let's check it out. Shout out that nigga Omeezy.
This weekend will be dubbed as the streamer essay weekend.
Shout out that nigga Omeezy.
The first incident that kicked it off was the revival of, the banning of, and the unbanning of Nina Lynn and Zoe Spencer from their incident that happened about a year ago, a little over a year ago, on Saeed, Silky's assistant.
But she always on them.
Oh my God. Saeed, come here.
I'm trying to figure out how did this shit get so relevant now? Because I remember Deadass, before I even started streaming, I saw this shit on this when I was still just doing YouTube videos. I was just doing YouTube reactions on my channel. And that was like a minute ago, bro. I think that was before I even moved here. And I moved here in March. So, like, how is this all of a sudden now, you know, being dealt with? Like, this is a situation for a minute. Listen to me, chat. Don't ever rule your hair back. I swear to God. Do any other style with your locks. Don't ever rule this shit back. This shit is not for the weak, bro. That. Fuck. Damn. I'm shout out recommendations to stop that fucking itch, bro. Please, bro. Save a nigga, bro. I'm open to suggest, motherfucker. A nigga is open to suggestions. Save a nigga, bro. I spent too much money to get this shit yucked out already, bro.
He's 23.
No,
He's consensual.
no, he's not consenting.
Yes, he is.
He's not even saying nothing.
He likes it.
He's not.
Oh, no.
I don't think he wants to.
Yeah, stay right there. Stay right there. Stay right there. Stay right there.
Stay right there is fucking insane, bro. Down.
Hold on.
Nobody's
Sit down.
Yo.
Sit down.
Nobody's
You remind me of that.
After gathering to do another one of their infamous group streams, Nina Lynn, Zoe Spencer, Silky, and Silky's assistant were having great times on this stream. At least what appeared to be great times. Now I'm showing you these clips to do two things. One, depict what was going on prior to this situation. And two, because I know somebody's gonna use these clips as a way to try to justify the situation that happened with him. But that does not make anything that happened to him any better or any more right or consensual. So like I said, Zoe, Saeed, Nina, they were all having a good time. There are even videos and images of Zoe twerking on Saeed and him actually going into the twerk as if he is, you know, accepting of said dance.
Going into the twerk. Wow.
You scared of it? Fine. That's that.
What do I need to do?
Just give him running, money, and control it.
Now all these things seem to be fun and games
Going into the twerk. It's like, okay.
and just streaming culture in general until Nina and Zoe took it way too far. Now I know that there's gonna be somebody in the comment section thinking to themselves, well, why is twerking considered essay? Why is him getting a dance from them two considered essay? One, he's telling them to stop multiple times, but that's not what a lot of people are actually focusing on. What they're focusing on is the fact that they eventually pick him up, drag him into a room, and then attempt to strip his clothes off, even though there are people saying no in this situation. And from my understanding, they even tried to pull out like a condom.
Man.
Take it off. Hey, yo, cut the cameras. Cut the cameras. Yo, cut the cameras, bro. Zo, do your shit. No outside clothes on the bed. Hold on. This is a nice bag. Hold on, this is a nice bag.
No, he's not consenting.
Huh?
He's not
I don't think he
consenting.
wants
Yo, that's my bag.
You had a condom.
Yo.
Yo, what is happening? Yo.
Now, what's interesting and weird about this situation is the fact that this had been going on pretty much the whole day. There were several times in this stream in which Nina, Zoe, Saeed, and Silky were all together, in which Zoe and Nina went over and pinned down Saeed or started twerking on Saeed in many numerous ways.
He ran away. Cause I was trying to give him a dance last night, and I'm gonna hold him down. You do it. Okay. She said she gonna hold him down.
Oh my God, you're the girl Saeed been saying so much about.
He has his. Yeah. You've been talking about me.
Babyface need a barber. He do need a barber though.
Why is this girl fiending to shake her ass on this dude though? Like, let my nigga live, bro. Let my nigga live, bro. What the fuck? What the fuck, wait? Jesus Christ, wait. Wow, that is not appealing at all, bro.
Wait, the kids.
Now, I'm not going to get in debates with people about what is wrong, isn't wrong, X, Y, and Z, etc., etc. But I do think that this does serve as a learning lesson to a lot of people that even if somebody did consent to something hours ago, minutes ago, days ago, weeks ago, doesn't mean that they will always be consenting. The minute that somebody says no to something, you gotta stop. That's just the way that things work. Now, this happened over a year ago, like I stated, and nothing happened to Nina and nothing happened to Zoe. You're probably wondering why. Now, I have my own deep dive thoughts about that on Patreon. I'm not gonna discuss it in this video, but let's just say this was swept under the rug and people really weren't studying this situation until some specific incidents happened. Your Rage Gaming, yes, Your Rage, member of FaZe, had to press Nina at a party in which she doubled down on what she did back then, and that kind of sparked this whole new revival of the entire situation.
So what if he says, I feel like you did some shit wrong?
No, so the whole Saeed thing, no one essay Saeed. That's why today I was actually looking for Saeed. I was gonna talk to him because he definitely felt disrespected as a person. Me, I take accountability what I do. If you dead ass felt disrespected, I didn't know. So you better let me know. If you did, I will always apologize. I mean, that's just normal people. But for him to walk around and say all that crazy shit, you never think about what Saeed's thinking too, though. Like, who wants to walk around being called that? That's embarrassing for him as a guy.
You ain't see Saeed today?
No, I was looking for him. I was looking everywhere for him.
Now, while she did claim that she was trying to patch these situations up between Saeed and her, she ultimately denied it. Look, Saeed had been talking about this.
What? Oh, nigga, bring some shit out. That's crazy. I've been vocal about the situation originally and nobody cared. It took me a lot to talk about it again, and for the third time, it has hurt me once again, where it'll take me time to heal from it again. I've been invalidated by the other parties, which don't realize what it did. Ouch.
For a very, very long time. And he fell victim to what a lot of male victims fall victim to, is that people just don't care. He ran into the gay jokes. He ran into the, you don't think she bad, you sweet, you soft, X, Y, and Z jokes. He ran into a lot of backlash and scrutiny behind dismissing Zoe and dismissing Nina's advances in this situation. And to be quite
That's how it is, be, bro. Like, on some real nigga shit, you walk up, say some shit, oh, this girl try to do something, blah, 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 blah. Niggas would look at you so weird, bro. Niggas would look at you like you was a weirdo, bro. Like, nigga, what you complaining for, bro? Because most niggas fiend in any fucking way. But it's like, bro, niggas is, like, you ain't getting no sympathy for that shit around certain places, bro. Flip that script. And that's just in general, though, a lot of times. That's why a lot of times niggas be like, flip the script on so many things, because it's like, if it was the other way around, he pressed her, he rubbing her shit, he rubbing his shit on her, or whatever. You know what I mean? Bro, the internet would have freak fucking out, bro. The internet, bro, this nigga would not have platforms at all, bro. Silky would have to take this nigga out of his shit. I don't know what this association is with Silky, but he would have to. But if those rules were reversed, my boy was gone from that night, bro. From that night, bro. On G. Like, double standard is real, bro.
honest with you, that's just wrong. As a society, we have to do a better job of taking SA more seriously for all victims, to be quite honest with you, but especially male victims. Male victims get invalidated so often because people can't fathom how a man can be SA'd by a woman, but let's be clear, it can happen. It can really, really happen. But the only problem is that when it does happen, people run to the internet or run to the timeline and just straight up invalidate you. And especially because he's a cameraman, nobody's gonna care about him and his feelings. Now, because this situation got revitalized based off of Neil.
With fucking, what my boy name is? Reggie say, cameraman talks? Like, bro. That's a sucky vibe, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Nina's total dismissal of Saeed's feelings. People started to pick up on this story again, and those bigger content creators like XQC and Azam Gold basically pressed Twitch's B-Star about, hey, how are you gonna address this situation? This is something we didn't know about, and now that we do know about it, what are you gonna do?
Isn't it crazy this bitch hasn't gotten banned yet? She hasn't, right? So let me get this straight. So it's been a whole day. Everybody been talking about this. You have this girl that sexually assaults a guy on camera, and she not even banned. Wow. We're gonna bring this up tomorrow. Like, actually, I'm thinking about maybe I should tell maybe I should tell somebody that works at Twitch about this in order to make sure that, honestly, to make them legally liable. Because like now you knew about this, right? Like now you knew that there was sexual assault that happened. It's on video, and like now you know that's it. And so I think they know, man. Yeah, but it's different if like I have it right there and I say it right there. Do it in writing. Oh, I will. I'll do it in writing.
Now, what Asm Gold just said there opens up a plethora of interesting talking points. First and foremost, Twitch has an ink.
This nigga got so wet just now. This nigga was so excited just now. It's crazy, bro. You ever meet those people who just love to argue, bro? I'm not saying that's I'm not saying that's Meezy. I actually fuck with Meezy. Meezy actually got sent. But like, I'm just speaking like, just going a whole different topic. Y'all ever meet those people like who just love to argue? Like bro. Like I met this girl one time. Me and this girl, Dash, we could only fuck if we had an argument, bro. Honestly, on G. We could only fuck if we had an argument, bro. And it's like, I didn't realize at the time, because like, it wasn't like a condition. Like, oh, argue with me and then we fuck. Like, nah, it was just, I realized after me and the girl been stopped talking, we only fucked after we had an argument, bro. Like, it was never like on some, maybe like the first couple times. But like after that, it was just on some, when we round each other, can't stand each other, then we fuck. It's like, yeah, some people crazy.
Consistency problem when
Fun as fuck, but crazy.
it comes to this type of stuff. There's no doubt in my mind that they had saw this clip or this is something that was on their radar. Hell, they'll see it if I drop a slur on my stream. But it's interesting that they took this long to even do some sort of addressing of the situation, and I think it's quite strange how they handled it. It's also interesting that he claims that he has the ability to make somebody legally liable to do certain things, and this has always existed. I say that because there are situations that have happened in the past in which Twitch has not handled something. Asm Gold or other big content creators and streamers on the platform knew about the situation, but honestly did not leverage the power that they have in order to clean up the platform, you know, to get these sickos and perverts off of the platform. Now, don't get me wrong, we're definitely looking at the platform as a whole and how they handle these types of situations. Ultimately, Twitch did lay down a ban on both Nina and Zoe Spencer. Hold on now, Omar. I gotta say something real quick. In less than 48 hours of both of them being banned, now it is official that both Nina and Zoe Spencer are unbanned after being...
I'm not gonna lie, Nina low-key a body though, like, sheesh. I mean, we all know Spencer low-key a body. Whoa, Zoe Spencer. We all know she's a body. She's a zock with. But Nina though, like, damn. Shit, I'm supposed to be monitoring right now. My bad. Hold on. Back to the shit.
Banned after...
Damn though, fuck.
committing SA on camera to Saeed, Silky's assistant. And I'm here to tell you that Twitch, the platform, just doesn't care about SA. Now, it's probably something to note, and it's something I'm going to talk about later in the video, but Zoe did put out her apology video months ago, and now Nina has put out her apology video over the weekend. And it seems as though that's all that it takes on the platform like Twitch, because Mango, another streamer, if you remember from Ludwig's burial cart video, who was essaying a bunch of different women, humping them without their clothes on, giving them physical contact, etc.
It's fucking insane. That wow.
etc. is also back on the platform. So that would make 3 people this year who are on high profile streams with high profile streamers, etc., who have been committing SA on stream, getting banned off the platform and then unbanned in no time. I think PR played a large role as to why Twitch even went about doing what they did, you know, the unbannings and the statements and everything like that. But I think it's interesting how quickly they are able to and willing to reverse the actions that they made. Is the SA serious or is it not? And Twitch is making it as clear as possible that they really don't care about any of this stuff for real. Like, they just want people to feel like they care, feel like some sort of action was done, have the streamers make their announcements saying, good, I'm glad the platform did, etc., and then ultimately unban them, because they also do know that the unbans are going to get, you know, not as much traction or not as many views as the actual original banning of them. It's actually sick behavior and disgusting, but it does track for a platform like Twitch. Now back to the video. Now, after getting cooked by a plethora of streamers like Stable Ronaldo, YBG, and McQueen,
I mean, yeah, she's a fucking weirdo. I don't know how it took that long. That's a literal crime. And you know it's bad when she admitted and she said that he should be embarrassed. Like, what are you, what?
She's dead.
That was like the worst thing you could have ever said.
Aspen Golden XQC reacted to it and they're like, she should be banned. And then she's like, I'm sorry.
Well, they're not even useful to the fucking platform. Who gives a fuck?
They shouldn't be done crazy, but there should be some consequences. There should. Because of the fact of the matter is, nigga, if two men did this shit, it would look terrible. All the women in the world would be trying to cancel them to that man. Rightfully so. Rightfully so. But why is that okay when why is it okay to do that when men do it? But why, but it's not, nigga, but they not getting, the women aren't getting the same type of, they're not getting the same treatment. Nah. Doesn't matter if it was all fun and games. You shouldn't do that shit, especially not on stream. Nigga,
Fox.
keep your hands to yourself, okay? If a nigga wanna be a mark and run away from Sakochi, cool. Leave him alone. Let that nigga be a buster and run away from Sakochi. Now you're just forcing this shit on this nigga.
we finally got an apology from Nina after, you know, this whole incident happened.
I'ma always be all right, bro. Trust me. But I want to make sure he's okay with that ass. Because he's been very nice. He's always been very nice to me, you know? This situation, what I'm talking about, has nothing to do with YBG and none of that. So I don't want to hear his name, but...
Bullshit. See, and this is my... This is my thing with, this is my ick with the internet, and this is my ick with getting into social media, the thing that I dread, because I don't know if y'all could tell by now, I'm a pretty say what I gotta say type of nigga. Like, I don't really have a filter like that, you know what I mean? Like, it's a couple of times I had to cover my shit, and not, whoa, that sounds so scandalous, not cover my shit, but I mean, like, it's a couple of times I had to watch what I was saying because I understand how the landscape works. But that is also the thing I don't really like about the internet, because like, you got shit like this that's happening. This is not genuine, bro. From just the talk, just from point some seconds of an apology, I can tell this shit only happening because you in hot water. You know what I mean? It ain't real. You know what I mean? Like, I understand why she doing it though. Yeah, I get she want to get back on her shit and get her money, but shit just don't be genuine, bro. And that's what I don't like about the internet for real. Like, shit just genuinely don't be genuine, bro. That's weird.
It only has to do with me and Saeed. And listen, I'm old enough to own up to what I did wrong. And during the situation, I genuinely 100% thought it was a joke. I just thought he was laughing, so I'm like, oh, like we all just laughing and geeking. But yeah, I see. It is wrong. It is really, really wrong. And
Bullshit.
what we did was wrong.
Hey, apology still good though, I guess, but it's always good to apologize, but yeah, man, I mean, bullshit vibes. I'm not gonna lie.
You know, he clearly was uncomfortable with it, you know, and he was very hurt by it, so that's all that we know.
Her eyes not crazy? That's not crazy? Now, to me, it's interesting, but also very expected that Nina Lynn would apologize after this specific...
Very hurt by it,
Look at
so
my boy
that's all that we
facial
know.
expression.
Her eyes not...
You know, he clearly was uncomfortable with it, you know, and
My boy!
he was very hurt by it,
Close your
so
mouth, bro.
that's all that we know.
Her eyes not crazy? That's not crazy? Now, to me, it's interesting, but also very expected that Nina Lynn would apologize after this specific removal of her account from Twitch. It lends a lot of people to believe that she actually doesn't have a lot of remorse. It's just a situation where she's trying to save face. And as for Zoe Spencer, she actually apologized earlier this year. Now, granted, a lot of people would say that it came from the backlash of Soul Illuminati, but she did it well before any sort of punishment or any sort of banning was levied down from Twitch.
I didn't mean to make him feel uncomfortable whatsoever. And I know that I definitely crossed the line with everything. I was just trying to be funny, and I was just trying to make a moment for the stream. I see that what I did came off all wrong, and it's on me. I take full accountability for that. I just want to say, Saeed, and to anybody out there that I made feel uncomfortable, I'm genuinely sorry. I'll definitely do better moving forward. I want the stream life to be fun. I want it to be wild, and I want everybody to feel comfortable and have a good time, but definitely not at the cost of somebody feeling uncomfortable or feeling violated.
Now look, SA is SA, and I don't want anybody comparing the severity between what has been displayed in the Mizkif video that I released a little bit earlier and this.
That shit. I don't know if y'all heard about that when the nigga roll up on her and was trying to kiss her and shit. Bro, that shit is scary, bro. I was a grown ass fucking man. If a nigga this tall walk up on me and try to kiss me, I would scream like a bad bitch. Like, I swear to God, bro, I would scream like a fucking 12-year-old child. But bro, that shit is scary. But you can imagine a nigga this tall roll up on you and try to hug you and try, bro. Boy, no, bro. Boy. Like, bro, I forget I was a nigga for a second, but like, boy, even a boy, like that shit was crazy. I'm not gonna lie, that shit was crazy.
This video, I don't think that that's the productive conversation to have. The more productive conversation to have is, what is this culture that's going on in the streaming community that thinks that stuff like this is okay and acceptable? Who are the enablers? Who are the people that can be stopping this? Who is aiding in these situations? And why do we have a platform that routinely is inconsistent as to how they handle these things? I think part of the reason why people feel as if they can continue to do these things is because there's not a serious platform that's gonna give serious punishment based off of your actions and behaviors on stream. Hey, just think about this. I'm a new streamer on the block, and I know if I essay a woman on stream for the clicks, likes, and views and send out an apology, Twitch is only gonna give me a 24-hour ban. What's really stopping me from doing these things? And hell, as we speak, I'm pretty sure Mizkif is not suspended or banned from the platform as well. I'm putting a challenge, I mean a real hard challenge on Twitch to do what needs to be done and keep these people off the platform. And the question to have is, what is this culture that's going on in the street is inconsistent as to how and behaviors on stream. Hey, just some views or Mizkif is not suspending a 24-hour ban. What's really stopping routinely is inconsistent as to how they handle these things.
I want everybody to feel comfortable and have a good time, but definitely not at the cost of somebody feeling uncomfortable or feeling violated.
Now look, SA is SA, and I don't want anybody comparing the severity between what has been displayed in the Mizkif video that
he was spinning Mizkif response to me, abuse allegations me. Oh, I was thinking about a whole different thing. No, cause I saw her when she was at TwitchCon. My bad. I thought that's a whole different situation. Damn, this girl can't catch a break, bro. That sucks.
I released a little bit earlier in this video that's gonna give serious punishment based off of your actions and behaviors on stream. Hey, just think about this. I'm a new streamer on the block, and I know if I essay a woman on stream for the clicks, likes, and views and send out an apology, Twitch is only gonna give me a 24-hour ban. What's really stopping me from doing these things? And hell, as we speak, I'm pretty sure Mizkif is not suspended or banned from the platform as well. I'm putting a challenge, I mean a real hard challenge on Twitch to do what needs to be done and keep these people off the platform. And the next people that I'm looking at is you, the viewing audience. Not necessarily directly blaming you, but you know, the bigger you as a whole. Stop giving your views and stop giving your eyeballs to these people who are bad and evil. Gang, there are so many other content creators who don't do these types of things. At the bare minimum, you could just at least not be so deeply involved with these streamers that you will blindly back them no matter what. That's the type of stuff that leads to all this behavior being enabled. And that's where we get nasty situations like what happened with Saeed, what happened with Imaru, what happened to Senna, what happened to Emily CC, what happened to any of these young women and young men. I'm asking you, and I'm asking myself, I'm asking the community as a whole, Twitch, the platform, everybody. Let's start taking SA seriously. Let's get these people out of here.
Shout out that nigga me.